In this video, I'll be making a theme for the Ceaseless Void from Terraria Calamity Mod. This marks the completion of the trio, finally, after making the fan themes for Stormweaver and Cygnus nearly 2 years ago now. I had some inspiration in mind already, namely the Super Mario Galaxy OST, and of course the first 2 songs and the Calamity OST.
Want to do these big, spacey chords. Scary little chord swell. Of course, gotta get the Calamity bells in there. This like black hole bass. Change it to C sharp since that's the key of Devourer of God's theme. I love this burning piano. Even without the fire, it just sounds crazy. Add a little bit more interest to this. Yeah, this soundscape is crazy. I think I'm gonna start over.
So I actually ended up starting over. I think the main problem with it was just that it sounded more like a vanilla Terraria track than a Calamity Mod track. I also went a little too much into the scary and not enough into the epic side of the space theming. With this second idea, the plan was to do a triplet meter at a faster tempo. In my head, this was going to open with a lot more spectacle than the last idea. Doing this like space march kind of thing. Yeah, that just sounds like Buoy Base Galaxy. These drums need to be beefed up. Yeah, that's good. I'm just gonna use all the instruments I used in the first one. They all sounded good. Yeah, just having the flutes come in for that second half there. I was listening to the Dark Bowser theme, and now I want to do this piano and strings thing.
Change up the chord progression a little bit in this part. I have this idea of this like stuttery melody I'm gonna try to do. Yeah, this is already way better. For some reason, I want to add brass to this. Just gotta trust the process on this one. Okay, that's definitely not right. But something like that. Yeah, that's good. I really like how that first phrase sounds over the new chord progression. But I'm going to change the rest. Chord progression in the second half's got to change so I can turn around back to that C sharp. Let's do the classic sus4 to major.
Okay, let me explain this a little better if you're unfamiliar. This song is in C sharp minor, but in this section I've essentially modulated to A major. So in order to get back to the C sharp, I need to set up that C sharp minor 1 chord the best that I can. The first loop of the chord progression ended with an E major and then an F sharp minor. This time I end it with a C sharp major, then F sharp minor, then I go to a G sharp, since that's the 5 of C sharp, so we'll naturally draw our ears back to that C sharp as the 1. But instead of just doing a typical G sharp major chord, I start with a suspended chord, which includes the C sharp in it. Then I go to the major chord, where that C sharp drops 1 half step to a C, or a B sharp if you want to be technical. You've probably heard this before. It's honestly a bit cliche, but it still works great regardless.
Now it's just gotta loop back to the beginning. Nice.
So yeah, that's how I made my Ceaseless Void song. If you want to go listen to the full song, it's on my channel, and the song is also on streaming services. Thanks for watching.